Hello guys, it's your girl Celia here today again, and today I'm gonna be cooking some rundown. Yep. So I'm gonna be using some uh salt mackerel. Yep. And I'm gonna be cooking some nice rundown. What I'm gonna be having in this rundown is my salt mackerel, of course. I'm gonna be using coconut milk. It's rundown. Yep. And some green bananas and dumplings. That's all I'll be adding to it. So it's a one-pot meal. It's rundown, of course. So traditionally, Jamaicans cook rundown definitely with salt mackerel, but other stuff can be used as well. You can use tin mackerel, codfish, mm, just about anything you want to use to make it a rundown. So the key ingredients in the rundown is the coconut milk. Yep. So you'll cook all that food in the coconut milk, which gives the food a really nice taste and flavor. Sumptuous. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my salt mackerel. So let me make sure you can see this properly. Hold on. So this is my salt mackerel. Yeah. This is my salt mackerel. So I have two of these, but I'm going to be using one because that's big. So here's the other. Still in the bag. Yeah. So you know this will give, wherever it is, this will give it its odor. It smells. Well, it's not stink, but it smells like salt mackerel. Yeah. So I'll just gonna tie this up real tight, put it in my refrigerator in the bottom drawer, and I'm good to go. So there's my salt mackerel. Now I wanted to point out a very important fact. Now this is some salt that I use to cook. This is sea salt iodized. Now iodine is very important in your diet because your thyroid needs iodine to function properly. So some people will leave out salt out of their cooking, but salt is very important, but it depends on the type of salt that you use. So if you can get salt that is iodized, and sea salt definitely is one, you'll be fine. Okay, so now that I've got that out of the way, let's move over to here. I've put my water on the fire, waiting on it to boil up. Yep. Y'all know my lighting is not that perfect in my kitchen, so forgive me, guys. So there I have my water about to boil up. So what I'm going to do is, when that starts boiling up, I'm going to add me, I know you guys remember this, my Grace coconut milk powder. So if you watch my rice and peas video, definitely know what this is. So I'm going to add this to it after it started boiling up. This is the flour I'm going to use, whole wheat flour. That's all I use. Definitely going the healthy way, so I'm going to be using that for my dumplings. And here I have my green bananas. Yep. They may look ripe on the video, but they're not. They're green. Yeah, green bananas. So I'm going to be using all of this. Yes. So my salt mackerel, green bananas, flour, and my water is waiting to start boiling so I can add my coconut powder, and I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I got my water boiling now, so what I'm going to do is add my coconut powder. And stir it. See how creamy that looks? So I'm giving this a good stir. Then I'll reduce the heat to about medium because it's on high right now. So I'm going to be reducing it to medium, and I'll cover it back and just leave it for a couple of minutes until I make my flour. I make my dough or my dumplings. Yeah. This smells so good already. I just love the smell of coconut milk or coconut powder. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. Now, why you want to reduce the heat is this will boil over because it's a form of milk, right? So it's gonna boil over if you leave it on at very high heat. So that's what I'm gonna do right about now. Is reduce the heat. Give it some time to boil. Alright. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and cover this back. And this is my salt mackerel. Now the thing is, I did say it's a 1 pot meal, but you do not want to cook your salt mackerel in the same pot that you have your coconut milk and stuff, because that coconut milk is going to be your sauce. So that which you are cooking your bananas and dumplings in is going to be your sauce. So that's a 1 pot meal. Now the thing is, what you do first, it's kind of like called the salt mackerel because it's not yet cooked per se. So what you're going to do is boil this for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you will clean it up as you would do the codfish. So it's done in the same way. So you remove the bones, remove that black stuff off the skin and stuff like that, and remove the tail, and get rid of most of the bones as much as you can. And then when the dumplings and bananas are almost cooked, or your sauce is going down to a thicker consistency, then you'll add the salt mackerel to the pot. After you've cleaned it up and stuff, then you'll add it to the pot with the dumplings and bananas and other seasonings, which I'll show you later on. So I just wanted to point that out very clearly. Okay, so I've washed. It's very important. Wash your salt mackerel, because the salt and stuff that's put on it to keep it, you have to get rid of that. So just wash it under running water or stuff like that. And after you washed about 2 or 3 times, just put in some water. You can wait until the water is boiling to put it in, but it's not necessary. So I just washed it, put it on, and I'm waiting on it to start boiling up and give it a couple of minutes. So while that's happening, I'm going to cover my pot. So as you can see what's going on here. So while that's happening, I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to make my dumplings. So got one hand today. Also, my fiance sleeping. Yeah. So I'm solo again. So I'm going to be kneading this, making my dumplings. Then I'm going to get the bananas ready. Yeah, this is my honey and my carrot that I'll be using it in it also. So I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so this is my dumplings. Or these are my dumplings. Yep. And I'm going to be adding them to my pot now. That's salt mackerel. It's boiling up now. And in a couple of minutes, about 2 or 3 minutes, I shall turn it off, remove it from the boiling water, put in some cold water, prepare it just as you would codfish, as I said before. So, yeah. Okay, guys, so here's the thing now. I'm going to peel my bananas. Well, the thing is, here's a trick to it. What you want to do is make sure you peel your bananas in some water so they don't get black on you. As in change their colors. Yeah, they'll get black. So peel them in some water, with something. Peel them in something with some water in it. So you're moving it from the water straight to the pot. And that will ensure that they don't get black. Okay? So the next thing you can do to keep the stains off your hands is rub your hands with some cooking oil. Yeah, so rub some cooking oil on your hand before you start peeling the bananas. That will keep your hands from getting stained, and it will wash off easier. Okay. Okay, guys, so I added my dumplings and bananas, as you can see. And what I'm going to do now is add my seasoning. So, as y'all know, I'm one-handed right now, so. These are onions, carrots, scotch bonnet pepper, and a sprig of thyme, just so you can get a better look. And scallions. So I'm just adding that to the pot. And I'm going to try and give it a stir. Guys, it's definitely not easy cooking with one hand. So, bear with me. And now what I'm going to do is add a little salt to it. Not much. Remember, you're going to add the salt mackerel to it, which I've not added yet because you've already cooked it, so you don't want to have it too long in the pot. So I'm just sprinkling a little salt here. And just gonna give it a little gentle stir. You don't want your bananas to be breaking up. Not that it matters much, but presentation wise. Okay, so that's smelling and looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up my salt mackerel that I have removed and placed in cold water. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this back. And there's my salt mackerel right there in the water. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it up and let you guys see what it looks like after I've cleaned it up. Okay, guys, now I've got a little help. My fiance has woken. So this is the salt mackerel. I've cleaned it up, and pardon this bone. I just love the bone, so I'm gonna add this. Give it a stir. I'm also going to add some black pepper. It's okay to sprinkle it because you're going to stir it anyway. And a little tomato ketchup. Yeah, just a little coloring. Now I'll hold this and I'll give it a good stir. You can see how creamy this is. That's the rundown.
And this creamy substance that you're seeing in the pot is what you're going to eat the food with as gravy. So that's that. So I'm going to leave that now for about 2 to 3 minutes. As you can see, it's already gone down. You can see it's really thick. And that's the way I want it. So I don't want to leave it much longer. So I'll give it about 2 to 3 minutes. And of course, turn it off. So see you guys in a bit.
Okay guys, so this is the finished dish. This is my rundown, salt mackerel rundown. So here are your bananas. And as I said, the gravy is in the pot. It's a 1-pot meal. So there you go. Dumplings. And that's your salt mackerel rundown. The Jamaican salt mackerel rundown. Hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments below. And I'll also leave a link below if you're interested in getting your Jamaican cookbook. It has some very easy recipes and meal ideas inside it. So you guys can like and comment and subscribe if you wish. Let me know what you guys would like to see me cook, and I'll try my best to do so. So here you go again, my Jamaican salt mackerel rundown. Bye.